Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Um, Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see Eugene from Baltimore. You're welcome, welcome, you're welcome. Okay, whoa, I see a lot of persons. I see a lot of persons. I see Mark. I see AI. I see a lot of persons. Now, just before we kickstart, I want to apologize in advance. If you're hearing any echo or background sound, I really apologize about that. My microphone just got busted like an hour ago, but I still want the training to go on. So I just have to make do with the audio for my MacBook. So I really apologize if you're hearing any background sound or echo and all that. I sincerely apologize about that. So yeah, let me know where you're joining from, your name, and where you'll be joining us from, or rather, where you're joining us from, your name and what city you're joining us from. You're welcome, Jane. I see you. I see you, Roseanne. Okay, you're asking if the webinar, if the training will be recorded. No problem. We're going to try to make the training recorded, but I highly recommend you stay to the end. Highly recommend you stay to the end. I apologize. Like I said, I apologize if you're hearing any echo or little background sound. But my mic just got busted like an hour ago, but I really still want this training to go on. So I just have to make do with the mic from my laptop. So I apologize. Our next training, the audio is going to be crystal clear. I promise you. All right, all right, all right, all right. Mukesh, I see you from India. All right, I see a lot of persons joining. So let's just drop right at it. Now, on behalf of the entire Memogram team, I especially welcome you to this live training section. So you can see there's a picture of us at the HQ, getting Memogram solid, answering all your customer support and everything. So I really, really welcome you. So let's get right at it. Now, this training is going to be in 4 parts. The first part, we're going to cover what is Memogram. I've seen a couple of persons ask, how did this software come about? What was the idea behind the software? What was the long-term vision of Memogram? We're going to answer it here. Now, how Memogram works. Now, a couple of persons are still not used to some of the features and tools we have inside Memogram. But in this particular training, I'm going to do a live demo of Memogram, showing you all the features and tools. So you really, really want to stay for that. If you're not sure of how a particular tool works, if you're not sure of the function of a particular feature, this is your time to access. This is your time to access. I'm here, and my team is also on the chat box if you have any question. Now, how to offer Memogram as a service. Now, we don't just want you to have Memogram for just yourself. We want you to make money from Memogram. So who exactly can you offer Memogram to? And what are the common objections you're going to face? What are the common objections you're going to face while offering Memogram as a service? Okay, then we're going to introduce our 30 days challenge. Now, this is basically everything you need to get paid with Memogram within 30 days. Now, Memogram has been live for over a year, and we want users to start making money from it. We need those solid testimonials from you telling us that you have a restaurant deal, you have an event deal, you have a hotel deal, and all that. So we want to give you everything you need to get paid with Memogram within the next 30 days. This is exclusive for attendees only. So it's really, really, I'll strongly advise you stay to the end of this program. Strongly advise you stay to the end of this program to get the 30 days challenge kits. All right. So if you're staying to the end of this program, just drop a yes in the chat. Just drop a yes in the chat. So I'm sure that we are all active. If you're going to be staying to the end of this program, it's a 1-hour training section. So if you're going to be staying to the end, just drop a yes. Okay, I see Mark, I see Dan, I see Mukesh, I see Simba, I see Steve, Peter, a lot of persons. Wow, that's beautiful. Yes. So let's jump right at it. What exactly is Memogram? Now, the truth is, the idea of Memogram came to me as a personal experience from a friend, from a friend's experience. Now, this is what happened. A friend of mine had a wedding, and a few days after the wedding, he called me and was asking me if I got clips of his mom dancing at the wedding venue. So what happened was she was dancing with a couple of her friends at the back of the hall, but the videographer was at the front of the hall, so he didn't really capture it. But then his mom swore that they were guests with their phones making video of her and her friends dancing. But the problem is, my friend didn't know who the guests were, so he had to start calling. He had to start calling individually, and that was really really stressful. His mom really really wanted to see those videos, so it was a real problem for him. And then I started thinking, like, how exactly do people collect pictures and videos from their events without having to go around begging guests for them after the event? So I started thinking. Then what I did was I created an anonymous pool. I wrote on some blogs and reached out to some persons that are into the event space, asking them, how exactly do you collect pictures and videos from your guests after during your wedding or during your events? And then I was getting response like, I just hope they send it later. I create a WhatsApp group and I beg them for uploads. I asked them one by one after the event, which was basically what my friend was doing. And then somebody said, I don't even bother, it's too stressful. So I just make do with what the photographers and videographers give me. But that's not enough. You still need POV from your guests. You need those spontaneous moments that only your guests will capture. So I realized that most event hosts face this same problem. So I explored other software programs, other software that provide this kind of solution. And one issue I found with a lot of them was they didn't have a lot of customization option. They just had pre-filled fields that you just pre-fill, and you don't move things around. So we wanted to create something that allows you to move things around, to edit, to customize as much as you can, to customize your event page, your feed page as much as you can. So we launched Memogram June 2025 on my birthday, June 19, 2025, and it was a big hit. Events planners loved it, event hosts loved it. The reaction we are mostly getting was, wow, I've not seen any tool like this. Wow, I wonder how I was surviving since without this. A lot of event hosts caught the idea instantly. One unique thing about Memogram is the demo sells itself. So you just have to show a demo to an event host or an event planner, and the reaction you always get is, oh wow, this is something I really need for my event. That's mostly the reaction you're going to get. So yeah, that's how Memogram came about. And then something else happened. We initially built Memogram for event hosts and event planners. But then we realized that we started getting questions like, can I use this for my restaurant? Can I use this for my hotel? Can I use this for my resort? Can I use this for my nightclub? And then we realized that as much as we built it for events, businesses can also use this software. Businesses like gyms, hotels, churches, nightclubs, any business that has regular walk-ins, that has guests coming in on a regular, they can use a software like this to collect their media and even collect testimonials and reviews. So what we did was we infused more features that will allow those businesses to do this. So Memogram started as an event-only media collection software, and then we scaled it to accommodating business. So we have two main audience. We have the event organizers, and then we have the businesses. Yeah, so that was basically how the idea of Memogram came. All right, so what's the long-term vision of Memogram? Now, currently, what we are doing is we are helping event organizers and businesses collect media from guests during the event. But our next step is to make sure that those media you collect, you can instantly share them on social media. So we want Memogram to be a full event experience and customer engagement platform. Now, we want to handle the full chain. Currently, we are only handling during, which is collecting your media while the event is going on. but we want to handle before and after. Our next target is to go to after. So what happens to those media after your event? Currently with Memogram, you can only download those media and all that, but we understand that downloading them and then reposting them on social media, on WhatsApp, on Google My Business, all those, it might be stressful. So what we want to do is we are currently creating a system that will allow you or your clients to instantly share those media, to just select. It will be like a gallery filled with media, filled with photos and videos. They now select the particular social media they want, connect their social media account, and instantly share those media. So you're not just collecting media, you're not sharing it. So let's say for a restaurant now, as guests are taking pictures and videos, you're instantly posting them on your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, and all that. That's the next target we have for Memogram. And then our long-term target is to now allow businesses and event organizers to set up a booking, registration, and ticketing platform. So we're going to be handling before the event, which is basically registration, ticketing, and all that. And then we are going to be handling during, which we are currently doing, and then we are going to be handling after. So it's a full chain. It's a complete event experience and customer engagement platform. But like I said, this is a long-term vision for Memogram. So within the next few months, you'll be seeing, you'll see features that allow you to share the media you've collected across multiple social media platforms. Okay, so you don't need to download the media and then re-upload it on your social media. You can post directly. We are creating a system that allows you to share those media, to publish those media directly from social media, directly from Memogram to social media. Let me know if this is making sense. Just drop a yes in the comment section if you understand the long-term vision of Memogram. It's really, really exciting what we have in stock. It's really, 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 really exciting what we have in stock. Okay, I see a lot of yes. I see Darren, yes. I see Alan, yes. Okay, yes. Definitely a game changer. Yeah, definitely a game changer. Yes. Okay, so that's about the idea of okay, somebody's asking, can we share the entire collection or just it depends on the social media platform, but definitely will allow you to share as many media as possible. But this is something we are still working on, so we'll definitely announce it when it's ready. So don't worry, you're going to share as many media as possible. We are currently working on it and we are super excited about it. All right, so let's quickly jump to live demo. Now, my team is on the chat too. So for questions I won't be able to pick. I might not pick. They'll answer you. All right. So, but I'll still be on intervals. I'll be responding to questions. Now let's quickly jump to the live demo. I'll have to share my laptop screen. So one moment with that. All right, please let me know if you can see the Memogram dashboard. Just drop a yes in the chat box if you can see the Memogram dashboard. Okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, so most of you are already used to Memogram dashboard, but what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be creating a live media collection page. I'm going to be adding all the features and all the tools and explaining what each of them are. So let's get on it. So I'll just go to create events. Now, these two. Now, one-time event, the idea with one-time event is, so let's say you have a wedding and the wedding is for the 1st of December. It means that when you go to one-time event and you select 1st of December as your date, it means that these 14 days will start counting from 1st of December. Now, today is August. It won't start counting from August. To start counting from the event date you put. So this page will expire 14 days after your event page. That's because it's a one-time event, all right? But the media will expire 90 days. So even when the page expires, the media will still be there and it will last for 90 days. Now, the recurring event is mainly for ongoing events like businesses and all that. So the page never expires. The difference between these two events now is mainly this one expires after 14 days, while this one never expires. Now, let me say something. As I'm showing this demo, I might not be seeing the chat box. So after the demo, I'm going to give time to ask your questions. I'm not seeing the chat box as I'm showing this demo. So let's just focus on the demo. Then after the demo, I'm going to give like 5-10 minutes to answer any question you have. All right. So just keep your questions. I'm going to definitely answer all of them. So let me just use recurring events. Now I'll just call this training. Now we're going to be adding more categories, but we have others here. And then this is very, very important. This is very, very important. Now, event page never expires. The media is deleted. This is 90 days. We've updated this just a few days ago to 90 days. So this text is going to be changed. So this is 90 days. So your media will be deleted after 90 days. Okay. And then there's a learn more button. So create event. Okay. Now, okay, so the first, now we have 4 different screens that your guest or your client's guests are expected to see. Now we have the home page, which is basically this page. We have the feed page. The feed page is basically where all the media, all the pictures and videos we show. We have the upload screen, where they select the type of media they want to upload. And we have the submit screen. This is basically where they enter any detail, their name, phone number, email address, depending on what you want to collect. So let's start with the home screen. Now, depending on the particular package you have, you might have access to these themes. Now, we have a default theme, and then we have 3 other themes. We're going to be adding more themes as we scale. We're going to be adding more themes. So let me just select this. Okay, so we have this now. Now we have different frame shapes. So the idea of Memogram is just play around with it and choose what best fits your event. So let me just select this for the sake of now. For the frame size, let me just upload an image. Let me just upload an image. Okay, just one moment, please. Okay, so I just uploaded an image. Now we have different settings: frame position, image frame size, frame border color. Now you can play, like I said, you can play around with this. There are a lot of cool options that you can play around with. Like, let me show this. You can easily expand, make it small, make it medium. You can make this frame to be on the left, to be on the right, to be on the center. You can adjust this. This can be adjusted. And the good thing is, as you're making the changes, you're seeing it here, so you have an idea of what the outcome will be like. This can be adjusted. The border width, this can be adjusted. This can be adjusted. Text position. We have a whole lot of options and more options coming up. More options coming up. So this is where you enter the event name. Let's say my wedding. Now you can edit the size of that text. You can also edit the size of this text. We have the upload screen. We have this. We have the background image. So let me just select something as a background image. So there are a whole lot of options. The idea is play around with it. Okay, now this is something that you can now have. You can make this, you can make your background, you can reduce the opacity, increase the opacity. It just depends on what you want. Now, my idea of this is, as much as possible, when you're selling it to clients, don't make all your events or all your pages look the same. Play around with it and create new, let every media collection page look a bit unique. Okay, so now we have branding. Now, depending on your package, you can turn off this branding, so you don't have any brand. So there are 2 options. You can either turn it off or you can leave it on, but change the name. So let's say the name of my business is Scarlett. It could be powered by Scarlett. Now, coming up, we're going to be allowing you to put your own logo. If you don't want to use this, you could put your own logo or change the text font. We're going to be allowing you to do that. And of course, you could change this link. You can add your own link. And that's that for the home page. Let's go to the feed page. Now, the feed page also has those customization options. Now, let me start with changing the feed cover image. Now, for now, we don't have customization options for this too, but it's coming up. It's coming up in a few weeks. So we're going to allow you customize, change, and move it around and all that. So you can also change this. And of course, you can now play around with your colors and all that. One thing that some persons might know, but some persons might still not know. If, let's say, you want to pick the exact color of this image, the exact background color of this image, you could easily just go to the color picker function, choose it, and then pick that exact color. And you have that exact color here. That's just one thing. A lot of image builders, image editors have it. So I just wanted to point that out, just in case you didn't know it was there. So that's for the feed page. Now let's go over to the upload screen. Now, by default, Memogram can collect 15 images at a time and 2 videos at a time for an unlimited number of times. Now we set this in place so that, because the beauty of the Memogram system is the upload speed. So we don't want a situation where somebody will be uploading 40 images at once, and then the speed will be a bit slow and it looks like the tool doesn't work fine. The beauty of this is the upload speed. So we have 4 options. Now, depending on your plan, you might not see audio notes and text notes. So we have 4 options. You could upload images, you could upload videos, you could add text notes and audio notes. Now you're free to edit this how you want it. And then of course we have the submit screen. Now with the submit screen, by default you have this too, but you can also add could also collect email and you collect phone number. So you could collect these two, email and phone number. It all depends on what you want. Now, another important thing that I think some persons miss is the tag. So you could have your tag where your guest can select the particular tag you want and all that. So let me just show you how it works. Now I can easily say bride, click on the plus sign, groom, or just hit the enter button, cake. So you could have as many tags. I think currently we're at max of 10 tags, but of course we're going to be allowing more very soon. So you can have as many tags as you want. I'm going to show you where that tag come in. So that's for the submit screen. Now let's go to the moderation options available. Like I said, after this, I can't see if you're dropping any question. I might not be able to see it now because I'm on this tab. So after this, I'm going to come back to the chat box and answer any question you have. Now, manually approve guest upload. This allows you to add some kind of privacy where when it gets uploaded, you won't see it. It won't show instantly on the feed page. Rather, you get an email telling you to approve, to manually approve or decline that. Now, I'm going to show you a way to do that too. Now, you can allow, by default, there is just photos and videos, but you can add text notes and audio notes. It all depends on what you want. Now, the AI content moderation is coming soon. It's coming soon. So it's coming soon. We just put it here, but it's not active right now. We have a whole lot of plans for it, but it's coming soon. So you can allow guests to view and upload. You can allow guests to only view You can allow guests to only upload. Okay, it all depends on what you want. It all depends on what you want. Now you can enable likes and comments. So on the public feed page, guests can like and comment. Now you can also allow guest download, can allow password protection. So when they scan the QR code, they have to enter a particular password. This is very, very important, especially for exclusive events where you don't want just anybody to make uploads. So you can add a password protection. You can just turn this on and enter a password here. Now, enable terms and conditions. This is also another important feature we have on Memogram. So before guests submit their upload, they have to agree to this. Now, this is completely customizable. And then you can add your button code. Now, you can add a URL. So let's say your terms and conditions, you have a full terms and condition page, maybe on Google or as a Google Doc or as anything. You can easily add the button URL. And then you have a button like read full terms of usage, learn more, all that. Okay. But you can leave it blank. You can decide to leave it blank. Now, set password to manage feed. Now, with this, we don't want random guests to be deleting the uploads from other guests. So what we did here is, you as the admin, you can set a password here that allows you to delete a particular upload. So I'll still show you how that works. So yeah, that's for this. Now, the screencast setting, I'm definitely going to show you the screencast because seems some persons have not really explored it, but we have a video here. If you click here, there's a pop-up. This pop-up is basically a video on how to use this screencast. Believe me, it's really, really beautiful. So if your event venue or some restaurants have big screens. So if your business place is like that, or your client's business place is like that, you could be displaying pictures and videos that people are uploading instantly. I'm going to show you how that is. It's really, really cool. Now we have a couple of options here. Scan to upload. You can change this text to scan to upload media, but it has to be a short text so that it doesn't distort the QR code. Okay. Now we have the general settings. This is basically, now we have the page translation. So if you want to change the language of your media collection page, you can turn this on. We have advanced storage. We have the autoresponder integration. Now, I'm still going to show you how you can connect all that. This is where you just activate it. Now, when you are done, of course, you click on publish. And then you can view all events. Okay, you can download all your QR codes and all that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an event that already has some media, so I don't burn a lot of time. Now, this event has about 11 media. So let me start by showing what the feed page looks like. Okay, so this is what the feed page looks like. Now, Memogram is a mobile first software. So let me just switch to a mobile screen. Let me just switch to a different screen, to a mobile screen. Okay, so this is what the feed page looks like. Now, we have this icon here. If you click on it, you can select the particular type of media you want to see. If it's just photos you want to see, you just click on it, and you see that it's only pictures that show. You can also come back and clear it. Now, you also have, if you want to see media from a particular time to a particular time, you just come and add from and to. And then this is the tags. This is where the tags come in. So you can just select a particular tag. Now, there's something I didn't show. Sorry. Let me go back to this one. I really want everybody to understand the powers of Memogram. So there's something I didn't show. which is the external link. Yes, I didn't show the external link. Okay. Now, the external link allows you to add external, let's say, social media links or any other link. Now, this is the way it works. This is the way it works. When you toggle it, you can name it anything, my links, or follow us on social. Let's say it's a restaurant, right? It's a restaurant. They can now have, so let's say Facebook. Now this is how it works. Now this icon here, when you click on it, it comes out as a pop-up. So follow us on socials. They can now add their social media pages, their Facebook, their Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, a lot of social media. And then we have, we have the custom website. So if it's not listed here, if the particular link, social media or Google My Business or whatever link, if it's not listed here, you could just use the custom website. That's this, and just change the name. So let me say I change the name to menu, and then you can now add the URL. So you can have as many as possible. So this is a way of driving traffic. This is a way of driving traffic to any social media or any link they want to drive traffic to. So it's a really powerful tool that a lot of persons are using. It's a really powerful tool that a lot of persons are using. Okay, so that's for the external links. Now let me go back to this. So this is basically how the page looks like. Really, really cool. Now you can add you can like and you can comment, right? You can like and you can comment. Now, one more thing I want to show is the live screencast. So this is the way it works. When you go to the dashboard to get the live screencast, when you go to the dashboard, you click here. Now let me explain what some of these things are. We have the duplicate. How do I move this out? We have the duplicate. We have the manage media, link custom domain, admin link. This admin link is basically where you, as the admin of the event, you can access this link to do a lot of things. Let me just show it. I don't know if I have time to show it. So let me just show how that works. Let me open it on a new tab. Okay. Okay, so with this admin link, you can basically delete all posts. You can basically select all the posts and delete it one by one, depending on what you want. You can also sync media. Now, what this sync is let's say you've connected your advanced storage, that's either Google Drive or Dropbox or pCloud, but then some media have already been uploaded before you connected it. Now, by default, those media that was uploaded before you connected it won't automatically go there. So you have to come here, select all the media or select the particular media that was uploaded before you connected your advanced storage, and then click on sync. What this will do now is it will now push all those media to your advanced storage, so you have it there. So let me repeat. By default, let's say your event is already going on, and then you remember and connect your advanced storage. But before you connect, about 10 guests have uploaded their media. Those media uploaded by those 10 guests does not automatically go to your advanced storage. So what you can do is you can go to the admin link. From the admin link, you can just select the particular media or select all the media. Just click on select all and then click on sync. What this will do now is to push all the media to your advanced storage, to your external storage, if it's Google Drive or Dropbox or pCloud. So that's what this is. Okay, so let me go back. Sorry that I'm just switching. I just really want to use this opportunity to show you all the features. Now, the screencast link. Okay, now this is what the screencast looks like. I hope we can see that. Okay, so this is what the screencast looks like. This is what the screencast looks like. So if your event venue or the business place has a large screen, like I said, the screen can be showing this, which is really, really cool. The screen can be showing this. Sorry. Okay, I hope we can see that. The screen can be showing this now. We have a couple of options. If the videos have audio, you can unmute the audio or you can mute it. Okay, then you can change the QR code size. You can change the QR code size and then change the size of the QR code text. But this is really, really cool. So as people are, it's updates in real time. So if a new media is to come to this particular setup, it's just going to flow. It's just going to come into. So it's a really, really cool feature that if your event venue or your business place has a big screen, it's one feature that you want to use to really, really make guests participate in the event or in uploading media. So it's really, really cool. Now let me go back. Okay, I think I've shown a couple of things. This is the custom domain, advanced storage, autoresponder. They all have videos too. They all have videos and all that. So let me just give about 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes to just get questions. Let me come back to the chat box. So let me just get questions. Let me get questions. Okay. Now, I might not be able to take all, but I'll just take as many as you can. Are you adding more storage options in the future? Definitely. What I need you to do is, while we're here, now, if you go to the dashboard, there's a suggested feature. There's a suggested feature box here. And what I need you to do is, if you have any feature or any tool that you like us to use, now this is closely monitored by the team. So if you have any feature or any tool that you like us to add, just come here and tell us. You could tell us you add XYZ external storage, and then explain how this tool make your event better. Now, what this will do for us is we know the tool, and then we are getting your use case for it. We're getting your use case so that we can share that use case with other users, informing them that this is what you could possibly use this particular tool or feature. Now, one thing we decided with Memogram is we don't just want to be adding random tools or random features. We want to be adding exactly what users want. It's a user's platform, so we want to be adding exactly what you want. So just come here and let us know what feature or tool you want and how that feature will make your setup better, and we'll do it. All right. Possibility to customize the icon on upload screen. Yeah, definitely we can add that option. We need your team, just be taking notes of this, just be putting it on a doc so that after doing our meeting, we're going to review everything. We need to change the rose color we have everywhere on the platform. For wedding, this color is good, but for business, I think in most cases you can change colors, just like I showed. You can change colors. You can change your background image. You can change your text color and all that. So you can change colors, definitely. I would like to know if you're offering client the option to modify their page as well as page background feed. They should be able. Yes. Now, if you add your clients as team, so the idea with Memogram is, if you're selling it to clients, I'm still going to talk about offering the service after this demo, but let me just explain it while we're at it. The idea is you're not selling the software, you're selling the solution. So in most cases, it's just like, let's say you're a website builder, you're a website designer, and let's say you built with WordPress. You do, in most cases, you don't want to give the client access to your back end, because the client is paying you for maintenance. So you're the one in charge of maintaining this. So what I usually advise is, if you can, depending on your deal with your client, just offer the service. So the client will always come back to you if they need any editing or any update and all that. So with this now, you don't need to give your client access to Memogram. You don't need to give your client access to Memogram. What you're just giving your client access to is their page. So you're in charge of maintaining, editing, customizing, and all that. But if you must give your client access, now the team member account, with team members account, team members can't create a page. They can only edit a page. They can only edit. Now, this was done particularly because after we launched, we noticed that a couple of persons were selling Memogram, were selling access to Memogram without our consent. So we limited team members from creating new pages. All they can do is edit pages that is already created by the admin. So team members cannot. How does autoresponder work? We have a video for that. Just go to the autoresponder tab and you see the video. If you're still not sure of it, just we have a live chat. We have a live chat that you can see here. Just drop a message and the team will handle that. How to make an account for a specific, how to make all the adjustments. Yeah, I usually advise make all the adjustments for them, because remember, you're selling the service. You're not selling the software. You're selling the service. You're selling the outcome, which is the media collection flow. You're selling the outcome. So it takes less than 5 minutes. I made most of my adjustments in less than 5-10 minutes, so it doesn't take time. You have a command interface for white label customers. Now, on all our marketing pages, I need to clarify this. On all our marketing pages, we didn't promise white label users. What we promised was white label pages. Now, there are 2 ways the white label pages work. Firstly, you can remove, just like I showed on this event. Let me go back, because we've gotten this white label question a couple of times. Now you can remove Memogram logo. So nobody knows this is Memogram. They don't know the software. And of course, you can add your custom domain too. If you come here, you can add your custom domain. So with that, with changing the link, with adding your custom domain and removing Memogram, nobody knows it's Memogram. So that's the custom. So you have a custom, a white label page that nobody knows. There are a whole lot of questions that I see here. There are a whole lot of questions. That I'm seeing here. Yes, API. We have plans for API. That's going to be first quarter of 2027. We have plans for API. I'm seeing a lot of questions, but we need to get moving. So after this webinar, if your question, or after this training, if your question was not answered, just still on the live chat, use the live chat to drop it, and the team, we're definitely going to answer it. We need to move along so we don't spend all the time for this. Okay, so I'm coming to the pitch scripts and how you can sell Memogram and all that. So let's get back to so we've successfully shown the live demo. Now, if there's any part of this demo that was not clear, if there's any part of this demo, I'm saying, can we use subdomain? Yes, you can use subdomain. You can use subdomain. Now, let's get back to this. So we've shown the live demo. We've shown how to set up the media collection page, phone number, email, live slideshow. There was no time. We couldn't start. Initially, I wanted all of you to make an upload instantly, but I'm sure you can set that up in your own account and test it out and all that. Now, I said I'm not going to answer any other question, so that we'll move along. But let me quickly answer this. How many subdomain and events can we set up? It depends on your plan. All right, so let's get going. Okay, now how to offer Memogram as a service. Now remember, I said we don't want you to just have Memogram for yourself. We don't want you to just have Memogram for yourself. We want you to sell Memogram to clients, because that's where the money is. We want you to sell Memogram. So the question now is, who is going to pay you for Memogram? Who's going to pay you for Memogram, and what objections will they have? Now, a media collection system, it's not very popular yet. It's not oversaturated. So it's something that people are still getting used to. So there's still a huge market for software like Memogram, but the goal is selling the end product. You're not selling the software, you're selling the end product. So who is going to pay you and what objection will they have? Now, firstly, event hosts and planners, that's event organizers. So any event you can think of, so far as people are gathering, to for that event, it's an opportunity. Okay, no matter the type of event, it's always the same. The hired photographers and videographers cannot capture all the media. Even if you hire 5 photographers and 5 videographers, there are some spontaneous moments that guests will capture on their phone that those photographers and videographers will miss out on. So the goal is the same. You set up a system that allows people to collect, that allows event organizers collect media, picture, video, reviews, memory. Now, for events, in most cases, we advise you charge a one-time setup fee, but it all depends on your plan. I'm still going to talk about when we go to the 30 days. When we go to the 30 days challenge, we'll talk about this, about your pricing and all that. Okay, so that's for event. So any event can use a setup like Memogram, a setup using Memogram. Any event, weddings, birthdays, seminars, conference, graduations, tournaments, whatever event it is. If you can think of the event, Memogram can handle collecting media for that event. Okay, now let's move on. Now, this is where the real money is, businesses. So think of restaurants, cafes, resorts, parks, museums, zoos, co-working space, business centers, just basically any business place where people come in, and somehow share memories. People meet up and all that. Memogram. So the idea is you just create a permanent media collection page that will continuously collect pictures, videos, reviews, testimonial, and then you charge a monthly or annual maintenance fee. It's just a one time. So it's just like a set and forget system. All right. It's just like a set and forget system. This is going to work for a gym, it's going to work for a mall, is going to work for a salon, because if you look at most of these businesses, if you look at their social media pages, you realize that it's mostly scanty. There's only so much budget they have to pay influencers to keep creating content. So think of it this way: imagine imagine a busy Friday evening at a popular restaurant in town in the city. A lot of guests come in, they're making videos and pictures, taking pictures, making videos with their phones, but those contents just dies on their phone. The restaurant never gets to see them. So you're creating this interface that allows this restaurant. And the cool thing is, from our experience, guests are actually willing to share this media, especially when they had a good experience at that business place. They're willing to share this media. So these restaurants, these gyms, these salons, they need to be collecting this media and using it on their Facebook page, on their Instagram page, on their TikTok page, to keep prospective clients and guests updated, for them to know that there are actually people coming to our place regularly, making pictures, taking videos and all that. So it's really, really cool. This is where the real money is. But I'm going to talk about that in the 30 days challenge. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about pricing and all that. So let's get to handling client objection. Now, definitely clients are going to have objection, not because the setup is not cool, but mainly because they are not used to it. This is probably their first time getting something like this. So they're going to have some questions. So I really want you to be ready for those questions. So let's review top 10 questions on inquiry you receive from event organizers and businesses and how you can answer them. Let me know in the chat box. Let me just drop a yes if you can still hear me, because I want to be really, really sure. I want to be really, really sure that everybody's hearing me. This is really, really important. Okay, I see a lot of yes. Jonathan, yes. I see the thumbs up. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so the first objection you might get is, We already have Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and our social media. What's the value of this setup? So this setup is not a replacement for social media. This setup is a bridge. It's a bridge between customers' content and social media. So this is how it works. The customer comes in, or the guest comes in, and share and make pictures and videos while they are at the spot, at the event, or at the business place. But the businessman does not have, or the event organizer is not collecting this media. So there's a bridge. So that's where Memogram comes in. Memogram is the middleman that collects this and gives it to the businessman or the event organizer. So he now has a ready-to-use gallery filled with original content, all right? Filled with original content that he can now publish on social media for more engagement, social proof, and even conversion. So let's look at a gym. Let's look at a gym. People are making videos and pictures of gym, but in most cases, if you check out gym, the social media pages of gym is mainly influencer content. But we're in a time when people want to see original content. Okay, so the problem is when gym members make those videos and pictures, the gym owner does not have a way to collect it, because there are only so many persons you can tell, oh, send it to me through airdrop, tag me, and all that. So the easiest way is, please scan this QR code and upload all those beautiful pictures and videos you captured, And then as they're uploading it, the gym owner now has a gallery of content that he can easily be publishing to his social media stories, as reels, as posts, and all that. So you have ready to use gallery of content. In the long run, we're going to have a view maker. So out of all the pictures and videos you've collected, you can now create a reel that you can post to social media. So it's basically a mix of all those pictures and videos. That's a long-term plan too for that's probably going to come in Q1 of 2027. So we have a whole lot of plans for this. Okay, so Memogram serves as a middleman. It's not a replacement for social media. This is very, very important. It's not a replacement for social media. It's just a bridge between those contents that guests are making and the social media platform of these businesses or these event organizers. It's a bridge. It's a bridge. Okay, so let's jump on the next one. We already asked guests and customers to tag us on social media. Okay, it's great, but in reality, only a small percentage of guests will actually tag those businesses. And most of those tags disappear within 24 hours. So you don't even get the opportunity to save them. And even when you want to save them, you might not be able to download those media directly. So you end up just taking screenshots, and it might be blurry and all that. So this setup is a way to collect it in one place. Okay, to collect it in one place. So they have a library of customer generated content. So you don't have to bother about the person tagging you or not. Because if, let's say, 100 persons take pictures in a particular event, at the end of the day, it might be only 5 persons that will remember to tag that business place or that event organizer. They might forget the Instagram handle, they might forget the TikTok page and all that. So this is an easier way to just collect it instead of hoping they'll tag you. So this is another objection, and exactly how exactly how you can answer it. Okay, so let's jump to the next one. Our customers probably won't use this. Yes, this is another question, another worry that businesses and event organizers will have. But the cool thing is we're in the age of social media and digital technology, and everybody is taking pictures. Everybody is taking videos of cool moments. My grandmom, who is over 80 years old, takes pictures, surprisingly, with her phone. She takes pictures. She makes videos. So the problem is people don't have a way to share this media with you as the event host or the business. They don't have a way to do it. So this setup is just an easy way. Now, a cool way to make sure that people participate is, let's say it's an event, the event host or the MC or the staff or the waiter could politely tell guests and customers, kindly scan the QR code to upload all the pictures and videos they've captured. So while they are eating, while they are talking, while they are listening, the staff could politely tell them, please remember to scan the QR code and upload it. To take you less than a minute or two to do. And you'll be shocked at how many guests are willing to do it, especially when they had a good experience at your spot. So yeah, it's really, really cool. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We already have an in-house photographer and videographer. Now, I explained this earlier. This is not a replacement for photographers and videographers. It's basically a complement to them. So the team, the photographers and videographers can't be everywhere. They'll mostly capture the planned, polished moments, those beautiful moments, but they are still leaving behind those raw, spontaneous, behind-the-scene moments that guests will capture with their phone. The photographers, let's say it's a wedding, the photographers will mainly focus on the bride and the groom. But what about the bride's high school friends that are dancing at the back of the hall? What about the grandmom that is crying while seeing her grandchild dancing her first dance with her groom? There are a lot of instances where the photographer and videographer might be busy with the main characters, while a lot of things are happening behind the scene that only guests to capture on their phone. So this is an opportunity to collect it. So this is not a replacement for photographers and videographers. It's a complement for them. Because one thing that might happen is, while you are pitching Memogram as a service, photographers and videographers might see it as an obstacle to them. But for cool thing is, you can even offer it to photographers and videographers, so they add it to their package. Why? So the opportunity is endless. A photographer can add this to. In fact, I know in my city here, I know some youths that are using Memogram as a service, and they're offering it to photographers. Some of them are even photographers and videographers themselves. So yeah, it's a really, really cool opportunity. Okay, let's go to the next one. Sorry. Okay. So my customers might be worried about privacy. Yes, this is a concern, and mostly for businesses is a concern. So we have three ways. We have three ways that you can control that. Now, firstly, or rather, we have two ways you can control that. Now, firstly, you can add a consent approval field. Remember when I showed you the consent, the terms and conditions? So guests must approve, must select that terms and condition, must check that box in order to submit. So you're basically, anybody who is uploading does not upload by mistake. They know what they are doing. So you upload, it's just like with social media, you upload what you want, you upload what you're okay with. So you don't take a bad picture of yourself and then upload, and at the end of the day, you're complaining that the restaurant posted that bad picture. Okay, so you're in control of what you want to share. Nothing is automatically collected from your phone. You're in control of what. So they could add a consent field, and then the consent field could read something like, by uploading this media, you agree that your content may be shared by XYZ business on our social media pages, either as a single post or as a collage with media from other guests. So they have to check this, they have to approve this, they have to tick the box before this media can be uploaded. So they can't come back and say, you took my pictures illegally, because you took their consent, you have their consent. Okay, that's for that. Okay, this is another concern. How do I control inappropriate content from appearing publicly on my page? Now, we have three built-in features. We have three built-in features that handle this. Firstly, you as the event admin, you as the admin that is setting it up, you can turn on the manual review tool, which I showed earlier. So basically, every upload must be reviewed before it can appear publicly. So nobody is uploading anything that is inappropriate. Secondly, you can add the password protection tool. So only guests with that password can upload. So let's say you're setting it up for a restaurant. This is how you do it. Every week you can change the password, or depending on how you want it, that password, you can easily change it. So let's say people that had access to it yesterday with that password cannot have access to it today. Just like the way hotels change their Wi-Fi password from time to time. Okay, so you could change the password as many times as you want. So guests that had access to it last week cannot just enter the page and upload something else. You could be changing the password as much as you can, and then the waiters will just be telling them. It could be a 4-digit password. The waiters will just inform guests. You cannot scan to upload. The password is 1234. The password is QATA. Just like that. And then we have the view shared content option. So you could turn off the view shared content. That way, guests can view upload from other guests. Okay, that way guests can view upload from other guests. So even if somebody uploads something inappropriate, other people can see it. Only you, the admin, can see it from the back end. So other people from the admin link, you can see it, but guests won't see it. Okay, so we have 3 different tools that does this. In the long run, we are still going to add the AI moderation tool that is going to automatically check in appropriate content and kick them out. But for now, these are the 3 options available, which is very, very cool. Okay. We don't have time to manage another platform. Now, this is the thing. Businesses might see this as another stress. So we're handling our TikTok, we're handling our Facebook, we're handling our social media and all that. So we don't have time to handle all that. But the idea with this is not in another platform. This is basically a set and forget system. Okay, you as the Memogram user, remember I said you're selling the solution, not the software. So you're the one that is going to be managing it for them, either you or maybe your team member or whoever. You're the one setting it up for them, and you're the one handling it for them. So all they have to do is display it on their page, display it on tables or on visible spots at their restaurants and all that, and it runs on its own. Okay, if they ever want anything changed, you can easily do it for them. Okay, so it's not like they are managing. Excuse me. It's not like they have to be managing it and all that. You're the one doing the full management. Okay, so it's a set and forget system. You're the one handling it. So if they want the image changed or they want a particular text changed, they just let you know and you handle it. Okay. All right. Seems it's like it's only useful at events. Yeah. Now, like I said earlier, when we started Memogram, the idea was to set up for events, to do it for events only. But we later realized that businesses can use it. So any business place where people come in regularly and create memories, a resort, a museum, a gym, anywhere people come in and create memories, a setup like this can be used. Okay, so it's not just for events, it's for businesses too. All right. We've never needed something like this before. Exactly. That's because it's not common. Okay, so that's exactly why it stands out. Businesses have always relied on people to tag them and post them, but this setup is now giving a reliable system where all this media can be collected in one central place. So these businesses don't know they need this until you pitch it to them. And one thing I've come to realize is you just have to show them the demo. The demo sells itself. Once you show them a demo of the flow, the reaction you mostly get is, oh, wow, this is really cool. How soon can you set this up for us? Let's get moving. All right. So they don't know they need something like this. So the market is there. It's not like building a website where basically there are a lot of website building tools now. This is a new system. It's a set and forget system that a lot of businesses don't have access to. Okay, so those are the 10 objections. Now, we're still going to be providing you with way more objections and how to answer them in the 30 days challenge section. So here's a recap of everything we've covered so far. We've covered what Memogram is, why it exists, and the long-term vision. We've also covered how it works. We've shown a live setup, Memogram as a service, who is going to pay you, and then the common objection. So this is basically everything you need to have explained to an extent, everything you need to land your first client. How do we handle it? Guess one, two, permission. So this is basically everything you need to land your first set of clients, but there are still things missing. Now, before I go over, what do you think so far is this? What do you think of Memogram with this whole training so far? Do you think it's really something you want to sell? Do you think it's really something you want to sell? Because believe me, there are a whole lot of tools, but there's nothing like Memogram currently. So do you think it's something you can sell? You think it's something you can sell? Yeah, I see yes, yes, yes. I see Roseanne. I see Love It. I see yes, yes, yes. Definitely. It's something you can definitely sell. Something you can definitely sell. So let's jump to the 30 days. Now, the idea is this. We don't want you to just have access to Memogram. We want you to earn from it. We want you to sell it. So this is what we did. We created what we call the 30 days challenge kit. So we put together 10 things that we know that you will need to sell Memogram as a service within the next 30 days. Now, the goal is we want you to land your first paying clients within the next 30 days. We want you to land your first paying clients within the next 30 days. Okay, just a moment. Okay. So we want you to land your first paying clients within the next 30 days guaranteed. So what are we offering you? Firstly, we want to give you a full-blown agency website. Now, we've set up an agency website that is targeting these two main persons. Remember, I told you your two main targets are event organizers and business owners. So we want to target these two main persons. Now, a unique thing about this website is it can be, we have a language translator on it. So let's say you are English and you're targeting people in France, so they speak French. You can easily switch the language of the website to any language you want. So this website was specially built by us. Now, we are not just software developers, we are marketers too. So just the way we set up Memogram to really fix a pain point, that's how we set up this agency website, such that anybody that visits this website will instantly understand exactly what you're offering. Now, let me quickly show you a sample of the website. Now, this is not the exact website you're getting, but this is just a sample. So you know that this is a real thing. Let me just quickly share my screen. All right, so this is a sample of the website you're getting. Let's set up a simple system that lets you collect photos, videos, reviews, and testimonials from your guests. This is just a simple explanation that shows what the website is. Now, another cool thing that is on the website is there's a check out the demo. This check out the demo brings a pop-up. Now, your prospective clients can easily scan this QR code or click on this link to see a demo. So you don't even need to build a demo. Now, this demo is completely white labeled, so there's no mention of Memogram, and there's no, the URL is a custom domain, so it doesn't mention Memogram in any way. So either you use our demo or you can build your own. Another unique thing we did was we added a quick video that basically explains the flow of this, explains from when guests upload, from when guests take pictures, scans. We created a cool video for that. Now we also have for businesses, from when guests come into your place, make videos and all that. So, and these videos, they are completely white labeled, so there's no mention of Memogram. So this is a full-blown website. This is a full-blown website that once your prospective clients see, they'll instantly understand what it is. So your goal will just be to send them to this website. Sorry, your goal will just be to send them to this website. So that's one asset. Now the second asset is a 2 white label how it works video. Now we're going to give you 2 videos that basically shows the flow. Now one video is going to be targeting event organizers. The other video is going to be targeting business owners. So once they watch this video, it's less than 60 seconds or about 60 seconds. Once they watch this video, they will instantly understand what you're offering them. So you don't need to. So I've always believed in showing is better than telling. So instead of telling and explaining and talking a lot, just show them the video. Just show them the video and they'll instantly understand it. And then show them a demo of it and they'll instantly understand it. Okay, so that's the asset 2. Now we have what we call the client acquisition playbook. Now this is basically a special training I created myself that is going to tell you how exactly to find these clients. How exactly are you going to find these high-paying businesses and event organizers? So there are 2 ways you can find them: online and offline. So how do you find them offline? How do you find them online? So this playbook is basically going to show you that. Now remember, the goal for this is within the next 30 days, we want you to get your first client. So this playbook is basically going to show you how to find those clients from offline to online. How exactly do you find those clients? So you don't just start guessing. Okay. Now, we don't just want you to have Memogram. We want you to really get paid from it. Okay. So that's asset 3. Now, asset 4. I said a couple of persons asking, what pricing structure am I going to use? What pricing am I going to use? Blah, and all this and all this. So this is going to show you how to arrange your pricing. So you can now offer it with confidence. Okay. This is going to show you how to charge, how to offer the right setup fees, monthly retainers, premium packages, upgrades, and all that. So this pricing structure is very, 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 very important. We've analyzed the way Memogram is and everything, and we've created the perfect pricing structure that you can offer. Okay. Now, 50 conversation starters and sales hook. So we don't want you to guess. We don't want you to guess what to say. So we've prepared 50 conversation openers, what some persons know as elevator pitch. You know, a pitch that just in one line, you've caught that person's attention. You've gotten that person is now very curious, wants to know more. You know, so we've created 50 of these and we've spread them across different niches. So you have for the gym, for restaurant, for hotel, spread them across different niches. So it's really, really cool. It's something that it's part of our package that is going to guarantee that within the next 30 days, if you use them, you're going to get at least 1 paying client. All right. So that's asset 5. Now let's go to asset 6. This is if you want to reach out to people through emails, we have cold email templates. So it's now one mistake I see people make with cold emailing is they write a whole lot of stuff. You don't need to write so much, just 2, 3, 4 lines, just the punch line. So we've created punch lines for you for your emails, such that once you reach out to these restaurant owners, business people, they are definitely going to comply. They're definitely going to ask for, they're definitely going to send you a reply. You're definitely going to get replies. Okay, now, if you decide to call, let's say you want to reach out to some restaurants, some hotels, some event organizers via phone. Now, remember the client acquisition playbook is going to show you how to get all these customers. So if you decide to reach out to them via phone, so we have a telemarketing script that you can use, and the prospect is going to definitely say yes. So this script is going to help with the objections, going to help with any question you have. So you're just going to keep it in front of you while making the call. So it's going to boost your confidence a lot. So now, another asset we have is banners. Now take a look at this banner. It just basically summarizes it. No more chasing guests for photos and videos after your event. collect them all with a simple QR code. Then we added the QR code. So this, any event organizer or even business that sees this will instantly get the idea of what this setup is. It doesn't show any picture or anything, but it doesn't show any image. It just shows this and this text. That's how simple our designs are. So what we did was we created 10. Now notice this does not have any mention of Memogram or anything. So we created 10 of this. We created 10 of this. So they are easily editable. Now the cool thing is we created them on Canva. We use Canva. So you're just going to get the links and you can edit it to fit whatever industry you're targeting or whatever niche you're targeting. So we have 10 of them. We have 10 of them across different industries. Okay, so that's asset 8. Now, asset 9 is contract. Definitely you need a contract, especially for businesses if it's going to be a long-term thing. So you need a contract covering payment, media ownership, privacy, consent. So we worked with a couple of legal practitioners to create a professional content, a professional contract template. Now remember, this is a template, so depending on your city or your state or your country, you might have to touch it a little. I'm just being very sincere. The contract was created to accommodate all the payments, media ownership, privacy, consent, service terms, and all that. But depending on your city or your state, you might need to adjust it a bit, but we've done like 90% of the job already. All right. Now, the last asset is a 30-day action plan. So we don't want to just give you all these assets and then you're not using it. You're not using it. So we are giving you a 30 days action plan. We're giving you a 30 days action plan. So for the next 30 days, there's a plan of what, like a to-do list for you, from reaching out, from getting clients, from everything down to when you finally close the deal. So there's a 30 days action plan that we are guaranteeing that once you follow that plan, you are going to land at least one paying client, and you're definitely now going to enjoy our software more. Okay, so these are the 10 assets we're giving out. So here's a recap again. We're giving out a white label agency website, 2 white label how it works video, a client finder guide, 50 conversation opener, email templates, telemarketing scripts, white label ad banners that you can post on your social media, anywhere you can post them, use them to even run ads. Now you can run ads to your agency website, or you can, so, and then we have the service, the pricing blueprints, and the 30 days action plan. So let me just know in the comment, what do you think of this? Is this something that you think that once you have access to, you're going to crush Memogram, you're going to sell Memogram with it? Is this something that you really, really think is going to help you sell Memogram? Remember, the idea is we don't want you to just have Memogram and keep it in your system as something that you're just going to have. We want you to actually use Memogram. We have long-term plans for Memogram. So we don't want users to just pile it up. This is not just another software that you purchase from anywhere you purchased it. This is something that we actually prepared to make you win your clients. Okay, so now the total worth of this is actually is about $5,000. If you want to sell it out totally, we're going to sell it for $5,000. It's huge. It's very, very huge. Not all softwares have this. Not all softwares have time to prepare this for you. They just sell the software to you, and that's take your money and they are gone. But we have long-term plans for Memogram, and we want you to actually benefit from them, because when you benefit from Memogram, that's going to be our joy, that people are using our software to make money. We don't want you to just use it only when you have an event. We want you to use it offer it as a service. So the total worth of this is $4,997. But as you stay to the end of this webinar, we're going to give we're going to offer it for a one-time price of $397. Now, here's what I'm going to do. If you actually want to buy it right now, I've instructed my team privately to create a coupon code, a $100 coupon code. So instead of getting it for $397, they've just created a private coupon code. So what I'm going to do now, if you want to get this from now to the end of this webinar is going to end in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Just type yes in the chat box. My team is going to send you the link and the coupon code. Now, the coupon code is going to take out $100 from this, which means that you'll be buying this for $297, but it's only going to be available for the next 5 minutes. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start a countdown timer. So team, just drop the link in the chat. Drop the link in the chat. So I'm going to start a countdown timer now. Now, I'm going to keep it on for only 5 minutes because we don't want this coupon is just for people that are active right now. So I'm going to start the countdown timer. Once it gets to 0, we're going to shut down the coupon and then end this live training. So this is basically where this live training ends. So I've started the countdown timer now. Team, please drop the link. Okay, please send me the link. Okay, I think the team has dropped the link. So if you bought few weeks ago, we sold a bundle package privately. So if you bought the bundle package, just send your receipt to, this is part of the bundle package too. So just send your receipt to the support team through the live chat after this, and they're going to sort you out. Okay, just send a message. Now, if you bought the bundle package, I know if you bought it, you understand what I mean by the bundle package. So if you bought, this is a one-time fee. Now, if you bought from AppSumo, you don't have access to this because this was not an offer we give on AppSumo. So if you bought from AppSumo, you don't have access to this. Yes, you can have, if you already have the lifetime access to Memogram, you can buy this 30-day kit. This was not part of what you bought from AppSumo if you're an AppSumo user. But if you bought the bundle kit, those that bought the bundle kits like last week or 2 weeks ago, you know what I mean by bundle kit. If you bought the bundle kit, this is part of a package. Just reach out to the support team after this live training, and they're going to sort you out with it. Make sure you send your purchase receipt, a screenshot of your purchase receipt. Okay. This is just the offer we have now. Like I said, if you bought AppSumo, if you bought your Memogram through AppSumo, then this is not part of the AppSumo deal. I'm sure you already have access to everything you bought on AppSumo. This is just a special 30 days challenge kit that we prepared for you to get clients within the next 30 days. There was no mention of this on AppSumo, so this is a totally different package. Okay, I see somebody saying for a restaurant client, what's the realistic monthly? Now, part of the package we offered is the service pricing kit, the pricing guide. So in that pricing guide, we detailed how the possible amount you can offer to clients, and what you can charge for setup, and what you can charge for monthly or yearly retainer. Okay. Now, if I already have, I see somebody saying I already have access to this from my AppSumo. Now, like I said, this is not part of AppSumo. On AppSumo, we offer 3 different packages, and I'm sure you on AppSumo we basically offer the software. Now, remember, this is not the software. What we are selling now is not the software. We are selling a kit that allows you to sell the software as a service. So this is not part of AppSumo deal. So the countdown timer is, we are less than 2 minutes away. So if you have any question, just drop it on the chat box, but make sure that you don't run out of time, because this coupon code, we're going to shut it down once the countdown timer hits 0. So make sure you don't miss out on this. This is going to be one of the best investments you've done this year, because you can practically see that you can practically see that this software is something you can sell. It's something that if you own a restaurant, you want to use it for your restaurant. If you own a hotel, you want to use it for your hotel. If you have an event, you want to use it. So instead of using it for only you, why not sell it to others? Why not sell it to others? There are a lot of, think about it, there are a lot of businesses around your local environment, your city, your state, that will instantly pick this up. And believe me, this is not popular. This is not popular. In my city where I am, I know a couple of young persons that I trained with Memogram, and they are crushing it right now. They are offering it to basically everybody. And the crazy thing is, a lot of persons don't know that we own the software. A lot of persons don't know that. So these guys are just making cool money, offering it to event organizers, to hotels. I recently saw a gym around my place that picked it up, and I was really impressed that these guys are using my software. So yes, it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. So we are just few seconds away. This webinar this training has already run like, oh, time is up. Let me just show the purchase process just for now. Let me share my tab. Now they give you a coupon code. So what you just have to do is enter that coupon code here. 30 days, and apply. And the price goes down to $297. So I'm just going to leave this on for the next 1 minute. So you can now see, instead of $397, you now have $297. So I'm just going to leave this on for the next 1 minute. If you have questions, just drop it in the chat box. Now, I'm not sure this coupon will be available after now. I'm not sure. Now, we might make this recording available, but this coupon code might not be available because it took us a whole lot of money to build this. So this coupon code might not be available after now. So if you're getting it, I really advise you get it now with the $100 coupon, because after now, you might not get it at this price. So we'll be ending the webinar in the next 2 minutes. We've run for 1 hour, 28 minutes. I just want to make it 1 hour, 30 minutes. So in the next 2 minutes, we're going to be ending this. So if you've not gotten it, go use the link. Chat, guys, can you drop the link one more time? Just so nobody will miss it. Okay, so we are down to the last 1 minute. Guys. We can't keep this on. But let me know in the chat, did you enjoy this training? Do you want us to do more of this training? Let me know in the chat. Do you want us to do more of this training? Because it's not just about what you're buying. It's about training you on updates you're going to be rolling out on. I want you to be a part of Memogram, to see yourself as a part of Memogram. So drop a yes if you really enjoy this training. Now, the crazy thing is, this is basically one of my first live trainings. I've not had a live training. So give me some sort of encouragement. Did you enjoy this training? This is my first live training with the Memogram team, with the Memogram users, with the Memogram community. So let me know, did you enjoy? Did this give you more clarity? Did you get more clarity on how to use Memogram, how to position Memogram and all that? Yeah, I see Simba. Thank you. You did well. Wow. Thank you. We have way more updates coming up. You have no idea. We have huge plans for Memogram. Can you answer my question about API? Now we have APIs coming up, but that will be for the. I know we dropped a question about it on our Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, you can easily join the Facebook group. Now you see the link. Let me quickly show that. supposed to have ended this webinar, but just if you're not in the Facebook group, let me quickly show you how you can join. From the app, you see a join group, Facebook group button here. Just join the Facebook group. Make sure you join the Facebook group, because we drop a lot of updates there. There are a couple of updates that we might not have time to, we might not send it out as emails. We might not send all of them out as emails, but we'll definitely drop it on the group. So recently we asked a question about APIs, about your use cases for APIs, because we're currently working on one. So I saw somebody ask about APIs, so you can scroll through the Facebook group, the feed, and if you see that, you can check out, you can drop your comment there too, or you can easily go to the suggest a feature and suggest what you like, the kind of API you would like to see, and how you want us to use it. Okay, guys, so thank you very much. We'll be signing out now. Of course, webhook will be available and all that, but like I said, go to the suggestive feature and tell us exactly what you want to say, because the truth is we might not think of everything, but if you tell us what you want, we don't just want to be building random tools and random features. So if you tell us what you want to see and how you're going to use it, we're going to add it to our to-do list and roll it out, definitely. So if I can get this, okay, so that will be it. Now, the replay, we're going to try to make the replay available. Now, if you're on this webinar, and somehow you are not able to get it, maybe your card is declining, what I just need you to do, if you want to buy, just send a message to the live chat. Don't post it on the group, don't post it, just send a message. Now, how do you get the live chat? Let me show you. Just send a message to the team on live chat. Just send a message to the team on the live chat. Let me show you how you do that. Now the live chat is right here. Just send a message to the team that you're on the webinar, you're ready to buy, but you don't have the coupon now. We're going to create a personal coupon for you that's just going to be available for a few minutes and just for one purchase. And after that, we'll shut it down. Now, this is the suggested feature tool. So if you have any feature you want to see, or you have any suggestions, let us know the name of the tool and how you think you're going to use the tool. Please make use of this a lot. Anytime you have any idea of what feature or tool you would like to see, just use this. This is the best way to communicate to us. Don't even use the live chat to suggest a feature or two for us. Use this. If you can even make a screen recording, let's say you saw a tool somewhere and it looked cool to you and you want to make a screen recording, there are a lot of free screen recording tools. You can use it to record your screen and explain the tool to us better. That way we'll know exactly what you're building, because we want to build for you. All right, so this is where we'll call it an end. Thank you very much for everybody that has participated, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from, and see you in the next one. Thank you very much.